morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this reaches you. This is This Week with me, Johnny Marquise, right here on YouTube. And, well, some of the things we'll talk about the Saints draft. We'll talk about someone that I know got back and started a sports talk show again. I'm going to cover things about that, the Saints draft, and why I got suspended by YouNow. Well, I'll fill you in. I know it really happened. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the YouNow music showcase for this week as well. I want to start off with this. Nader Murphy, he used to do a show at, first with Brian Bienemy, then with Chris Rossvoglu, and now if I can remember the guy, he's doing it with, Teddy G. Yeah, okay. I just remembered. But the show's called Sports Overtime, and it's been on the BAM network, it's been on, I'm trying to remember the other network it was on just recently, and then, now he's on the Music Exchange Radio Network, which is, in quite a few big cities, including Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, and New Orleans as well. So he's doing a show now. He's doing a show there now. And, what happened, there was a little more to it when Brian Bienemy left. But the basic reason why Brian left was because he's a long-haul trucker, and he was sacrificing jobs, income, in order to do the show. So he backed away, and then the show moved to another network, and that's when Chris was with him. And then something came up about his past tweets back in 2009 from 2009 through 2011, and basically he explained it on his show Tuesday night. I actually went back and listened to it yesterday evening. Basically saying, all right, he was at Xavier University at the time. He was ribbing with his friends and going back and forth about different things. And I believe it. I mean, people want to look at things in the past. But one thing, and that he's starting to realize this, and the people who run that network, the Music Exchange Radio Network, those people understand what it was about. That's why he's back on, and I think he'll do well. He does have a lot of Saints connections. He does. I'll give you that. He does. And I told him, I said, look, I don't have a problem with you. There's a couple of people who do, but that's their problem and not mine. So I want to stay neutral, stay out of it. But I told him I do want to collaborate with him real soon. I may go in and do one of his podcasts with him. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I know one thing I'm psyched for. Well, I'll talk about it more next week. But yeah, spring football. Spring football in high schools. And, next week, next Friday night, the 14th, West Jefferson will be taking on St. Aug at Hospital Stadium. And I tell you what, that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. A perennial program like St. Aug. I tell you what Willie Brooks is doing. I'll tell you exactly what he's doing. He's going to play the best teams. He's going to go out against the best schools, and he's going to get a team some gauges. And not only is he going to play them in the spring game, they're going to play each other in the scrimmage at the beginning, a week before the jamborees. So, and I'm pretty sure the Optimus Club Jamboree will be back. If that's the case, Ken Trahan usually does all the games. Maybe I can get involved in the radio broadcast for the Jamboree. So, I won't have to do the JM Sports Network coverage of West Jefferson Buccaneers football. But, yeah, that's coming back. We're going to have full season, and not only the fact we're going to have a full season, we should get more sponsorships. I think it'll work this time. I think we can get it to work. But getting back to, scrimmaging and then spring game and then scrimmage against St. Aug, that's going to be a really good measuring stick for Willie Brooks and his staff to figure out how the Buccaneers are going to do. I'm going to tell you right now, I think the West Jefferson Buccaneers are going to have a good season. And problem is, they're still going to have to get past Chalmette, but this time they're going to have Chalmette at Memphis. So, they'll have them at home. So, that should be a big deal there. I mean, it should be that much of a big deal. So, So, you got that going on. And so, I can't wait and for that to happen. All right. Saints draft. NFL draft, Saints draft. Day one, the only problem a lot of people have with that first round draft pick, was the fact they picked him in the first round. I think he's going to be good for them. I don't know if he'll definitely be a rotation player in the first year, his rookie year. But I understand why they did it, because the man was running up the boards. Day two, I think they did really well getting the linebacker and the cornerback. That actually moved up, got the USC cornerback. I like the pick in the fourth round. I really like that pick. I think it's an excellent pick. And you may have the heir apparent to Drew Brees. I do like that. Ian Book. I think he's going to be a real good quarterback, and I think he'll fit well in the Sean Payton system. I really believe that, and I think they finished strong in an offensive line, getting another cornerback, and then they brought in some undrafted free agents. I think could be a couple of guys there that could start right away. So when I'm looking at all this, and I'm doing that multitasking again, as I'm famous to do. No, I think a solid B. It would be a fair draft grade for the Saints. I don't think any better than that. I think, picking the guy in the first round, I think that is what maybe would lower them down. I know a lot of people feel that way. Oh my Lord, look at this. I'm trying to do something, I'm putting in the wrong stuff. I'm on my onboard tablet, and that's wrong too. But anyway, that's why I give the grade. I think I give it a solid B. I know I saw some people B-, but oh my God! All right, I'm gonna have to try to do this another way. But anyway, I do like I like the draft overall. But remember, the Saints didn't need a lot of help. They second about how the other three teams in the division got A or A+ grades. Well, you know what? A lot of those teams need a lot of help, and the other team that probably needs a lot of help, but obviously the Atlanta Falcons could use all the help they can get. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something right now, and I should have it now. Yep. All right. So I do like the pick. All right. YouNow. Okay. And it wasn't just me. I was not the only one. Trust me, I was not the only one. It just happened to a couple of thousand people. What happened was yesterday, I was in Roxy Toxxic stream, and then I noticed that the numbers are just dwindling, and then the Roxy's reading some stuff, and reading it, reading on her Discord server, something was going on. Well, I was getting ready to leave. I didn't stick around to see what was said. By the time I realized what was said, it was happening to me as well. As I'm doing this, I'm trying to log in, I'm trying to go in. Well, I see Ryan Steele come across the server saying people are getting updates on their phones and getting a message that they're suspended. And so I'm trying to log in. The next thing I know, my phone is telling me, oh, you got an update. And I was trying to go without doing the update. Well, I could not get on YouNow without that update. Hit the update. Same thing. Got that same message talking about they're restricting certain behaviors. And I'm like, I never did anything bad on YouNow. Never. I don't curse. I may say an occasional word in somebody's chat, but everybody else is saying it. Oh, well, it is what it is. But at the same time, okay, what's going on? Well, the next thing I know, I'm seeing all these Discord messages and boom, 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 boom. So I go around looking, and I talk to different partners in their Discord servers. And first Ryan Steele, I even put on there, oh, I'm so mad right now, I'm almost ready to quit YouNow, go over to Twitch. And so this is before we knew it was would really happen. So then I hit Roxy's, and I was like, Nathan McGee's, and then I got over to Tom Gardner's, and he had posted something on what do you call that? A URL to go into YouNow's go into the actual corporate side of YouNow and file not a complaint, but a complaint, kind of. But to write to them and let them know, hey, this happened to me, and could you please resolve this? Well, all the partners were getting on with their managers, getting on the phone, contacting their managers, and they're like, look, we don't know what's going on yet. We got to find out. So about 45 minutes later, I got a message. I got a notification that, okay, everything should be fine now. They put it across Twitter. Everything should. YouNow put it across. Everything should be fine. What it was, there was a bug. A bug actually got to their server and got on the mobile side. It did have a few people on the computer side too. So it wasn't just, but it was primarily the mobile side, where thousands of people got basically taken off. So, I guess it happens. I did get my stream going, my Mental Health Wednesday stream going probably about 50 minutes or so late, and really didn't do anything mental health. I guess we were talking more about what happened than an actual mental health status. So yeah, so it's like, okay. But anyway, this Saturday, we are gonna wrap up the Saints draft. We are going to talk about some other things. We're going to talk about George and his quote Kentucky Derby streak. Not a good one, but a streak. And I don't know what's going to take to get him out of that funk. But the second stream, obviously, the YouNow Music Showcase, will be Roxy Toxxic. And I can't wait to have her on. I think it's going to be a lively hour, and so come join us. Of course, 9 a.m. Eastern, Bayou State Sports Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern is the YouNow Music Showcase with Toxxic Saturday. So I can't wait to get going here. I'm going to have fun with this, and I'm still dealing with mental health issues. I'm dealing with my son Brendan with his over there, everything going on. He's obviously going to see a new doctor today. So we're hoping that we can get his meds back on track. I'm just glad he works for somebody who's understanding and letting his job be available. So we're hoping he get back first part of June. He can get back to work, but I tell you what, Crave Hot Dogs and Barbecue in Baton Rouge, the location in Baton Rouge on the shopping center, Lee and Burbank. They got some good food there, but those people are really good people, because the people who run it, because they're actually letting Brendan take the time off that he needs and said, look, your job is here and you can come back. So that's good. That's really good, and I'm glad to do it. And no more problems to you now, please. No more problems. So we'll see. But I gotta keep going. Well, see y'all later. All right.